We are all the way live from Snoop Dogg's compound here in Inglewood, California. This is All About the Big 3. I'm your host, Tattoo, and it's all brought to you by our friends at CBD MD. Very busy show. Get ready, sit back, and relax because we got Killer 3's undefeated team, Franklin Sessions, Frank Nitty, here in the studio. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we take a look into week 3 with Big 3 basketball operation expert, the one and only Thomas Scott. Huge celebrities came out over the weekend. Kemba Walker, LL Cool J, the head coach of University of Kentucky, John Calipari. We got your interviews with them as well. The Big 3 top 10 plays of the week. And if you're wondering, how did Agent Zero do? Gilbert Arenas in his debut of the Big 3? Well, all you gotta do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This is All About the Big 3, and it's all brought to you by CBD MD. Enjoy it, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Tattoo. Welcome to one of my favorite cities, Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for season 3, week 2 of the Big 3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready as Gilbert Arenas makes his debut right here for the Big 3. Check it out. Charlotte, North Carolina, are y'all ready for the Big 3? Hey, man, your boy Tattoo, man, a real Big 3 fan, man. You were here for season 1 when we were here, right?
Yeah.
So we missed that, but we're back. That's the great thing about Big 3, man. Who you here to see, man?
Well, I was here to see my boy do a roof, but he's not playing until tomorrow.
All right.
I'm here to see everybody.
But what do you love? What do you love about Big 3, man?
I like it's fan friendly. It's fan friendly. You know, you got players people can recognize. Used to be in the league. You know, you got Ice Cube coming out, mixing up with everybody. Last time ALL was here. It's a fan friendly event.
Oh man, we love our fans. We love you, man. Get ready, man. Season 3, week 2.
All right.
All about the Big 3 right here, Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's go.
Season 3, Big 3. You know, we got the return of the Hibachi Gilbert Arenas. We're in Charlotte. We're back again. Royce White is making his debut. Can't wait. Season 3, Big 3, Charlotte and Philly. What more can you ask for?
Get official Big 3 merch at store.big3.com. You can get league and team apparel, including jerseys, jackets, hats, and more. Store.big3.com. Big 3. Now that's a magic number. Got the homies balling out for the whole damn summer in that 4-point circle with that ghost ball of purple. If you check the roster,
next Sunday, the Big 3 is back on CBS with some big-time matchups in the ATA. Steven Jackson leads the retooled Killer 3s against the three-headed monsters in their monster from beyond the arc, Mr. Rashard Lewis. Yes, sir. Then it's a players-only battle of the best as 2017 Big 3 Champs Trilogy take on the reigning champs Power. And Saturday on CBS-SN, the Bigs throw down. Stat and Jermaine O'Neal go toe-to-toe with Drew Gooden and DeMar Johnson. And you know what that means. In a lane, only the strong survive.
Good dish to the flex. Unfortunately, flips to the wrong side of that dunk right there.
That's the Big 3, baby. Big 3 basketball, and you don't want to miss it. Next weekend on CBS and CBS-SN.
Download the Big 3 app in the App Store and Google Play Store. Exclusive content, stats, highlights, merch, everything you want to know about the Big 3, download the Big 3 app and get it.
Welcome back, your host Tattoo, getting ready to run down some of the biggest plays over the weekend, week 2 of the Big 3. Now, if you're wondering how Gilbert Arenas did in his debut, wonder no more as he hit his first shot, and it was a beautiful three-pointer.
That's what I do. It's in the blood. You know, I got ice in the veins, so, you know, me shooting shots like that. So funny to say, get us back, and I'll finish it.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, Royce White had the skills to pay the bills with that beautiful left-hand layup. And everyone was talking about Will Bynum's move on Taylor.
Here's a matchup. Gaining steam. Bynum by Taylor to the basket.
And that needs to be on every highlight from every sports channel all week long.
Jason Richardson shows you he still got them dunks in the tank. Ooh, wee and bah! Larry Sanders of the undefeated three-headed monsters getting them blocks all day long, like bah!
Tierney with you from Philadelphia. Andre Owens blocked away by Larry Sanders.
With that boom shakalaka blocks all day long. And yo, you can't forget about the aliens, Andre Owens, AO with that smooth spin move. Rashard Lewis, undefeated three-headed monsters. Look at this beautiful game-winning shot. You gotta love Rashard.
Lewis for the win. He's fouled. It doesn't matter. Three-headed monsters. Winners in Philly.
Wow, what a great pass. Catch and shoot by Rashard Lewis.
Stack, my man, Steven Jackson, killer threes undefeated, hitting that Toyota RAV 4-point shot like bah! Joe Johnson showing you exactly why he's in top contention to possibly be Big 3 MVP, as he also hits a Toyota RAV 4-point shot. Check this.
Sam Young gets a task now. There's the 4-point shot from Joe! 49 on the board for triplets.
Another reason why Joe Johnson and the triplets are undefeated. He got his second game winner of the season. Yo, Joe, you're on fire, dog.
Great defense that time by Pargo.
Young step in three. Well short. There's Joe to end it. Joe Johnson.
Hey, I had a chance to go one-on-one with Big 3 League founder Jeff Kwatinetz in an exclusive interview that you rarely see this man talk about his baby, the Big 3. Check this out. Hey, it's your boy Tattoo, all about the Big 3. Now, we all see Ice Cube as a co-founder of the Big 3, but you never really see this man right here, league owner of the Big 3, Jeff Kwatinetz. Are you ready? Season 3, week 2 of the Big 3, and what was your take on week 1?
I thought week 1 was great. Great seeing guys like Joe Johnson come in, prepared, worked out, looking good. I thought all the games were exciting. You know, we had those games on Sunday, came down to the last shots, and the guys are killing it.
Now we're on CBS, one of the biggest networks, if not the biggest network in the world. How does that make a league owner feel to have his baby like the Big 3 on CBS?
Oh, it's great. I mean, what's great is, you know, we want people to see the games, see what we do. You know, if they see it, they're gonna like it. And this is our opportunity to be really exposed by a lot of people.
All right, guys, Jeff Kwatinetz, league owner of the Big 3. Final question, man. I just said to you, this is season 3 of the Big 3. We've gone through season 1, season 2, now here's season 3. You see this going on for long way down the road?
I mean, that's why we're doing it. You know, we believe in the sport. I mean, this is a professional sport. You know, these guys treat it that way. They're here to win. And I mean, that's, you know, Cube and I, we did this for the love of the sport. You know, we didn't do it as a one-time thing. We want players to be able to count on it. We want fans to be able to count on it. So hopefully we'll keep getting the support.
Well, Jeff, I want to say thank you, not just for all the crew here at Big 3, for all the fans that are able to enjoy and indulge. Saturdays and Sundays will never be the same in sports history, because on CBS, you got the Big 3. Coming up right after this, ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 killer threes, the one and only Franklin Sessions, a.k.a. Frank Nitty, right here sitting with me all the way live in studio. Check this.
Welcome to Philadelphia. Game time, baby. Let's get it. Game time. Game 2, baby. Here we come. Bivouac. We on here.
Man, I'm loving the Big 3. Obviously, you know, the game has been played 5-on-5, but it's but it's always been 3 guys involved. Whether it's the triangle offense, the Sacramento elbow offense, the San Antonio Spurs pick and roll with the corner field and shaking up a guy out of the corner. It's three guys involved. So love the big 3. Everybody's important. You don't devalue the big man on 3-on-3. Everybody's important. Nobody's left out there on an island.
I feel like I got a lot of chips on my shoulder because last year I was in the draft. These people had a lot of opportunities to draft me. None of them did. My boy Josh Smith, he knew what was going on. He know my game. He know how hard I work. And he gave me this opportunity, so I'm taking advantage of it every second.
I want to win. I take another 20 and a win. I take 15 and a win. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take what they give me.
Woo! Week 2, baby. Week 2. Here we go. I got my man Booze back in the house. We rolling. Here we come, Big Wax. Get ready.
Yes, sir. Gotta play together. Gotta play together. Gotta play on top of it. I tell my guys all the time they gotta stay within themselves.
ISO Joe Johnson is the triplets captain and still one of the hardest men to guard on the planet. But his former Hawks teammate and Beard Wax captain, Josh Smith, thinks he's got ISO Joe's number.
Yeah, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube, and y'all know what it is. I'm bringing the big 3 to your city. That's right, hard-nosed, competitive 3-on-3 basketball done at the pro level in your town. Where you gonna be when the big 3 is in your city? I know I'm gonna be there, and I expect to see you in the place, baby.
Welcome back to All About the Big 3. It's about that time for our Big 3 interview of the week. He is none other than Franklin Sessions, a.k.a. Frank Nitty. Killer threes, undefeated. Welcome, my man, Frank Nitty. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Appreciate y'all bringing me on, man.
Well, thank you for coming through, man. You come from the Drew League. Explain to those watching right now, what exactly is the Drew League?
The Drew League is basically one of the high-level places to play before you decide, where you're gonna end up for a season. So if you really wanna test your skill, your character, the Drew League is gonna put you through all that, physicality. It's gonna put you through, the top college guys, top NBA guys. It's just somewhere where you can really test your game and see where you're at, where you should be, and how you should be playing.
Who are some of the players Franklin Sessions has gone up against at the Drew League?
I've gone up against Kevin Durant, James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, Gilbert Arenas. That was 2012 Gilbert Arenas too, where he was really shifty. Everybody stops in, man. Just about everybody. So many names that pop in there. It's hard to list them off, but
and now you go Hall of Fame Drew League player to undefeated 2-0 Big 3 player, being coached by the great Charles Oakley. How's that been?
That's been amazing. He's been kind of like the angel in my ear, man. I figured he'd be a pretty tough guy to be coached by, but nah, he's as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, he's A-okay, man. But if you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, he's gonna let you know about it. So either way, you just gotta be able to take constructive criticism. Whatever he has to say, I'm all with it.
So Franklin, how do you get the call? Who makes the call to a Drew League player? You've never played in the NBA. You've never, now you're here playing with former NBA superstars, former NBA All-Stars, former NBA World Champions, being coached by legends like Charles Oakley. How does that call come to Franklin Session? How did it happen for you to go from Drew League to the Big 3?
Thomas
Scott.
100% Thomas Scott. I thought it was a joke at first. He mentioned it. And then Steven Jackson hit me and asked if I wanted to play.
Damn.
And I'm like,
yeah,
it was crazy. I screenshotted and sent it to my wife immediately. Yo,
you had to screenshot that.
100%. I said, I think this is serious right now.
Right.
So that ended up happening, and I was like, wow, man. So that's when I got invited out to the combine.
How can you make the difference between a Drew League and a Big 3 league? What's the difference in the play format of the game?
The physicality, the skill level of everybody you're going up against every night. The Drew League, like I said, is somewhere where you test your game, but every game you don't have a NBA All-Star on the floor. You don't have a Hall of Fame coach. You don't have a, you know, 2-time, 3-time champion or something like that you're going up against. So sometimes you get a break in the Drew League. You get those teams that are new to the Drew League who, you know, want to prove their worth. And the Big Three, like, everybody's solidified, man.
Yeah. Speaking of going up against this week, State Farm Arena, Atlanta. It's about to go down. Get your tickets, big3.com/tickets. You're going up against the undefeated three-headed monsters. All right, it's Killer Threes taking on three-headed monsters. Someone's O must go. How are you going to face this team coming this weekend?
They're a really good offensive team, actually. I think we have to buckle down and play defense and rebound the ball. I think rebound is going to be the biggest key.
And you're going up against a record setter, Reggie Evans. And off air, we were talking about you, like, I got to check out Reggie Evans. I got to see how he gets down. He's the beast, bro.
He is 100%. People like that, man, they're going to get their numbers. They're going to do what they do great. You just got to kind of get the 50-50 balls and limit your mistakes and just make sure, you know, you take care of what you need to take care of during the game.
Let's have some fun. Let's take it from the Big Three to some fun facts about Frank Nitti, Franklin Sessions. Your 3 favorite NBA players of all time. Your 3 favorite basketball players of all time.
Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal.
There it is. Beautiful. I got to agree with Kobe and Shaq. I got you on that. What about 3 big things you do before a game? 3 big things you do before a game. Like, you got to do these things before you get out on that court.
So I got to get some food.
Well, what's your favorite? What do you like to eat before a game?
I'm basic, man. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I like Chipotle. Like, I swear, I'm so basic. I've been eating the same burrito bowl for about 10 years, man.
Nice.
So,
did you bring any with you, man?
Nah, I didn't.
All right,
Not today, man. I wish I did. But I do that. I got to make sure I leg drain. So for the most part, if I'm like in a hotel or whatever, I'll sit with like my butt to the wall and my legs in the air, so that like when I do finally stand up, I feel light on my feet. And then just make sure my playlist is right on the way to the game.
Well, look, man, Franklin Sessions, a.k.a. Frank Nitti, this weekend, it goes down week 3 of the Big Three in Atlanta State Farm Arena. Get your tickets if you want to check out this man, Franklin Sessions, a.k.a. Frank Nitti. Big3.com/tickets. That's how you can check them out, or you can watch us on CBS or CBS Sports Network. Frank Nitti, thank you so much for coming through, man.
Appreciate y'all
hey,
having
someone's
me out,
O must go.
Killer
Y'all want to
Threes.
remain undefeated. You got to go in and put in that work, because y'all taking on one of the biggest teams in the Big Three, the three-headed monsters. You're going to be going up against Killer Threes. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Franklin Sessions, a.k.a. Frank Nitti.
Get official Big 3 merch at store.big3.com. You can get league and team apparel, including jerseys, jackets, hats, and more. Store.big3.com.
2017 Big 3 MVP Rashard Lewis is straight up money from beyond the arc. But Killer Three's captain Steven Jackson is a fierce defender who shut down some of the best who ever did it.
Download the Big 3 app in the App Store and Google Play Store. Exclusive content, stats, highlights, merch, everything you want to know about the Big 3, download the Big 3 app and get it.
Hey, we go back on my block, Charlotte, North Carolina, with the one and only Bivouacs, Anthony Morrow. You don't want to miss this.
Know where you're going, you got to be able to connect to where you came from. That's the connection you got to have with where you came from, so you can pass on what you learn and your experiences, good or bad. I bring my kids over and my family, and we try to do something every Sunday. The older I get, the more I realize how much he rubbed off on me. I might have a million things to do, and I come over here and sit with him, and it's like, we sit back here in the evening, and it's like peaceful.
At the time, you don't think you need it, but in the long run, you're like, okay, I did need that talk too.
And beyond what you are as a basketball player, it's what you are as a man, and that comes from you.
I do a lot of stuff with my foundation, Anthony Morrow Charities. It's not normal to grow up listening to gunfire or fighting. When I went to Latin, and it's just something that I observed, me as a kid, I'm 14, 15 years old. I was like, everybody smiles here. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, we don't really do that. Like, I never really felt like that. West Boulevard. This is a legendary barbershop I grew up in. Shout out to Miss Mary, black African-American woman that's real legendary. They give my Uncle Pete right here. Hey, what's going on?
But this is a community spot.
Yeah, man. Whole area, man. And it's like, it's always been that feel.
Support each other. Support system really is what it's all about.
Yep. Hey. What's up, Miss Mary? How you doing?
Right.
I shot up a little bit.
Looking up.
I shot up a little bit. So yeah, this Kings Park Apartments. Grew up over here. We actually lived over here like 2 or 3 times. This community, man, you know. Used to get mad at me because I used to be out here dribbling. Morning, noon, and night. You see moms struggling. You see the family issues going on or whatever. You're not thinking about how much of an inconvenience it is. You're thinking about we doing what we have to do. And they had like a big wood shed over here, like play full court, act like it was the NBA final. Yeah, man, we used to have fun, man. Yeah, it's a difference in North Carolina, humid heat.
Yeah, it's humidity, it's
country
muggy
stuff.
Right.
August 24th, I got a book bag drive. We were usually at Southview. I grew up, we used to come to this court. It wasn't glass backboards and nothing like that.
No, this is
yeah, this legit. This A1.
This community made you who you are. Wherever that takes you, it's a beautiful thing. But when you come back to it, it's even more important.
I can inspire the generation that came before me. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest compliments I can get. That's what it is, man. Yeah. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for Q, Big 3.
Hey, have you ever wondered what some of your favorite Big 3 players' favorite candies are, their favorite dance? Well, we got head coach Lisa Leslie's son, MJ2, out on the scene asking some of your favorite Big 3 players some of the coolest questions out there. MJ2, it's on you. Do your thing, man.
You know what I do, it's MJ2. And here today, I have a question from my favorite Big 3 player, Chris Johnson. My favorite candy is Sour Patch, so what's yours?
It's Chris Johnson from the Triplets. What's up, MJ2? My favorite candy is Skittles, man.
My favorite dance is the hype. So today I am going to ask David Hawkins what is his favorite dance.
What's up, MJ2? It's your boy David Hawkins from Trilogy. You wanna know what my favorite dance is? It's the Cabbage Patch. Take care, man.
Fans are everything to the Big 3. I caught up with a young one named Lucas, who's a huge fan of Steven Jackson. Also, how he inspired Steven and how Steven and him just clicked. I'm wearing my Lucas bracelet right here. Don't wish for it, work for it. Check this out. I'm right here with my man, Lucas. Lucas, look at that right there. Lucas, who is that on your shirt?
Steven Jackson, that's Killer Threes.
Killer Threes, is that your favorite player of the Big 3?
Yes.
Are you here to see Steven Jackson?
Yes.
What is I seen you on his Instagram. Why are you so close and connected with Steven Jackson? What has Steven Jackson done for you?
He's been a great role model to not just me, but other people. And it's just started from Big 3, so I kind of want to give claps to Big 3 for doing this.
Awesome, man. Lucas, we love you. Look, I got my Lucas bracelet. Don't wish for it, work with it. Give me a hug, Lucas. This is all about the Big 3. We got Big 3 fans. Lucas, high five, man. Let's go.
These some custom shoes made by my boy Luca. Luca gave it to me, made by True Blue Customs.
Don't wish for it, work for it.
Yeah, he put all my kids' names, Killer Threes. I think from the first time I met Luca, first year at Big 3, he clearly let me know that he was a big fan, and I clearly let him know how I appreciate him being a fan. Being in Kentucky, I made sure that I stayed in contact with him through everything, through the draft. I made him feel like he was a part of the draft. I made him a jersey for the Big 3s.
Yeah,
the Big 3 jersey. This kid has the biggest heart of any kid I've seen, and the fact that he tried to help other kids and he loves the game, that's something that I love. And to think like that at a young age means a lot to me. So I embrace him as a little brother, and he's embraced me as a big brother. It just works.
So we can say 2-0, this game dedicated to Lucas?
Game is dedicated to Lucas, and the shoes for sure. Thanks for the shoes. They definitely work.
Andre Owens split the Ball Hogs to become the Aliens' new captain. And now Ball Hogs co-captain Deshaun Stevenson is hell-bent on exacting revenge.
Kemba, what do you think of the Big Three so far?
I love it. It's a dope experience. You know, we got some former players who played in the league as well as all around the world. They put on a great show for the crowd, though. So I got some friends, I got some teammates, that I play with, like Big Al, for instance, Jannero Pargo as well. So, I came and support and watch those guys.
When it's all said and done, years and years and years from now, can we expect you in the Big Three, Kemba?
I think so, man. I think when I'm done playing in the NBA, I don't know if I'm going to want to stop playing basketball. So I can see myself getting in the Big Three for sure. Yeah.
2018 Big Three scoring champ Slick Ricky Davis knocks down 4-pointers and rim-shaking dunks with ease. But the enemies have a new sheriff in town, and they call him Agent Zero.
I'll tell you what, that was fun to watch. I'm going to tell you what I like. Good for the game, but it's good for these players. Yeah. I saw them last night in the hotel. I mean, when you're coaching and playing, when it's over, you're off a cliff. Yep. This is like the camaraderie, and none of them lose their competitive spirit. They're like fighting to win these games. Yeah. If you're in this business of basketball, ending is hard. And now we still like to watch these guys. Right. And so to do this, I think it's good on a lot of fronts. And I said, the Players Association, even the NBA should be involved in this.
So what are your thoughts on the Big Three? You're obviously here, represented. It's a good time. It's a good vibe. What do you think?
I think it's unbelievable. I think the physical play, I think the energy, I think seeing a lot of guys that you haven't seen in a long time play. Like my man was like, oh, it's Carlos Boozer, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just seeing people play, and then seeing a lot of these young guys who maybe went to the league, had a minute, but kind of getting redirected, kind of getting their careers back rolling. I mean, it's an amazing game. I think this sport, is really important for America. I mean, people love basketball, and this is the right level. I mean, it's professional, it's well executed, it's dope.
It's about that time for the CBD MD Big Three freeze frame moment of the week. Last week it went to Powers' big baby Glenn Davis. Who's it this week? Let's find out.
Here's a matchup. Gaining steam. Find him by Taylor to the basket.
And that needs to be on every highlight from every sports channel all week long.
Welcome back to All About the Big Three. It's about that time to take a look into Week 3 as we head on over to Birmingham, Alabama and the ATL. I have Director of Big 3 Basketball Operations, Big 3 expert Thomas Scott. How you feeling today, man?
I'm good, Tat.
Are you ready to run this down?
Let's go.
Let's start Birmingham, Alabama, Tri-State taking on Three's Company.
Hey, it's out the mud game. Both teams 0-2. Tri-State, they're playing well, just can't finish it at the end. Three's Company, I think they need a little bit more out of Andre Emmett.
Yeah, for sure, man. He came in very strong season 2. And this season, Andre's trying to do his best, but it seems like that bucket's not dropping for him.
Yeah, the ball just isn't going in the hole. I mean, he's getting where he wants to go. He's getting the right shots, the right looks, but the ball just not going in the hole. So hopefully Week 3, he can get the ball going in the hole.
All right, another 2 teams that, both of them need a big win here. Ball Hawks taking on Aliens.
Yeah, both teams 0-2, out the mud game. So, they're going to scrap for this one. It's going to be a fight, and at the end of the day, somebody's got to take this one. And they're just having issues finishing games, both teams. So I'm interested to find out how that goes.
Quick question, Thomas Scott. Ball Hogs were supposed to have a huge draft pick, one of the biggest 3-on-3 players in the game, Dasam Balut. Can that be throwing them off their rhythm this season, man, just along with that controversy with FIBA and the Big Three?
Well, I think Josh Childress hasn't been healthy all season yet. So, hopefully they can get him back and then they can get their chemistry where it should be.
All right, let's move on to the undefeated Ghost Ballers. Owe me a little cash with that one right there.
I owe you $10. I owe you 10.
Yeah, you owe me 10. They're taking on the enemies. Talk about it.
Oh, man. The enemies, they're 1-1. They're coming off a victory. Maybe they're trying to turn it into a streak here. But Ghost Ballers, they're playing good basketball. Mike Taylor, Jamario Moon, this guy's coming in being a spark and putting the ball in the hole. He's making plays defensively. They're a tough team.
Let's not forget Ricky Davis, man. He had 20 points last week, and he's looking hot.
Oh, yeah, that's a big yay. As Ricky Davis does after every bucket. And it's fun to hear it. It's fun to see him and Cube interact when that happens.
All right, let's head on over to ATL, State Farm Arena. Sunday, it goes down. Someone's O must go. Killer Threes taking on the three-headed monsters.
Yeah, and Frank Nitty's playing great. Hit the game winner last game. It's going to be a good one. Both teams are 2-0, off to a good start, but somebody's got to win that one.
Absolutely. Do you have a prediction? It's tough, man. This could possibly be game of the week.
It could be game of the week. I can't call that one. Let's just flip a coin.
All right, absolutely. I'm down with that right there. I'm down with that call. Let's be safe with that, okay?
Be safe.
All right, let's move on. Trilogy Power, 2018 Big Three champions. What you got to say on that one?
It's going to be a tough one for Trilogy. It's going to be a real tough one for Trilogy. But, I'm pulling for you, Kmart. I'm pulling for you. Come on, man. Let's get this one. But, Power's playing great. Coutinho Mobley. We shall see.
All right, final game of the weekend. 2 new teams to the Big Three. You got Bivouac taking on Triplets. What you got to say?
Now, this is my game of the week, okay? I can't wait to see it. You got Joe Johnson and Josh Smith back in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
And the fan favorite right now, Will Bynum.
Ooh, he got moved.
Did you see that sham and cheese he put on Mike Taylor?
Oh my God, did I? I think the world saw it. I think they even highlighted it as a play of the week on ESPN.
We've never seen that move before. I don't know if it could go either way, but I can't wait to see it.
And of course, Joe Johnson keeps playing like this. He looks like he's right up there for MVP contention, season 3 of the Big Three.
Oh yeah, he's a problem, and he's always a problem. And it's a good chance he could be MVP, but he's got to go through Bivouac.
Absolutely. Well, nonetheless, man, shout out to all these great teams. It goes down Birmingham, Alabama, the ATL, State Farm Arena, Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you get your tickets all the way live, big3.com/tickets, or you can watch us on the CBS Network or CBS Sports Network. Director of Big Three Basketball Operations, Big Three expert Thomas Scott, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Give you your $10 too.
Hey, nice, man. Check this out right now.
Get official Big Three merch at store.big3.com. You can get league and team apparel, including jerseys, jackets, hats, and more. Store.big3.com. Big Three. Now that's a magic number. Got the homies balling out for the whole damn summer in that 4-point circle with that ghost ball of purple. If you check the roster,
next Sunday, the Big Three is back on CBS with some big-time matchups in the ATA. Steven Jackson leads the retooled Killer Threes against the three-headed monsters in their monster from beyond the arc, Mr. Rashard Lewis. Yes, sir. Then it's a players-only battle of the best as 2017 Big Three Champs Trilogy take on the reigning champs Power. And Saturday on CBS-SN, the Bigs throw down. Stat and Jermaine O'Neal go toe-to-toe with Drew Gooden and DeMar Johnson. And you know what that means. In a lane, only the strong survive.
Unfortunately, flips on the wrong side of that dunk right there.
That's the Big Three, baby. Big Three basketball, and you don't want to miss it. Next weekend on CBS and CBS-SN.
Download the Big Three app in the App Store and Google Play Store. Exclusive content, stats, highlights, merch, everything you want to know about the Big Three, download the Big Three app and get it.
Want to thank you so much for tuning in to All About the Big Three. Of course, want to thank our guest, Franklin Sessions, a.k.a. Frank Nitty. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. It's real simple, at The Big 3. For ticket purchase, make sure you log on to big3.com/tickets. Don't forget, we're in Birmingham, Alabama and Atlanta, Georgia. From all the entire crew, our friends here at The Big 3, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. This is All About the Big 3.